The 24th and final game from day one at the Paris Sevens comes from Pool C. It's England against Kenya. England unbeaten here on day one at the Stade Jean Bouin. They lead their heads-to-head 32-7. They last met in the Singapore Sevens quarter-final, and England just got past with a last play penalty to knock Kenya out. Here are the starters. Mitchell starts this game for England. Up front, Charlie Hayter, James Rodwell and Tom Bowen. He's usually a winger. And for Kenya, Andrew Omonde will lead them. Frank Wanyama and Dennis Ombachi up front. Looks at Aguero and Oliech, as well as Billy Odhiambo, to provide plenty of try scoring, cutting edge for the Kenyans. Got former England Sevens captain Ollie Phillips alongside me. And Ollie, that match earlier between England and France, big occasion, wasn't it? England came through it with ease in the end. What impressed you most about what they did to France in that game, what they will be hoping to do to Kenya here?
It was just a very high-pressured environment for them in terms of the hostility of this crowd here at Stade Jean Bouin. You can always expect it to be fairly vociferous when England go up against France, and I thought that they managed it and handled it incredibly well. Really accurate and precise, particularly in their defensive organisation. But they need to carry that on now. Kenya will be hopeful. If they can overturn England here, they have a chance at qualification of going through. So England must be clinical, must be precise. And it's interesting to see that Simon Amor just tinkering with the side, obviously keeping the experience in there with the likes of Tom Mitchell, with the likes of James Rodwell, but resting key players like Phil Burgess, Dan Bibby at the same time.
As we're getting used to seeing Tom Mitchell with a smile on the dial as he runs out to start another match here, trying to spread the positive vibe around the team, isn't he? Rasta Rasavenge is your referee for this one. The final game from day one here in Paris. What a day it's been at Sevens. We saw a shock first up with Samoa beating Fiji in the opening game. Scotland topped their group. They took care of South Africa. Both those two teams are qualified for the Cup tomorrow. We'll be getting up to date with all those details of who plays who in the last eight and the knockout matches tomorrow morning here in Paris at the conclusion of this match. Samuel Oliech gets this final game underway. And that was Lindsay Haig who brought that down. Here's Mitchell. Gives it to Bowen, who does take his position up in his accustomed place out on the wing. McConaughey a scrum half. Hayter to Lindsay Haig. Rodwell. Dan Norton just stops and tracks back, buys himself a little bit of time, bounces it across to his skipper. No panic from Mitchell. He calmly collects it and gives it to Bowen. Bowen doesn't need much room. Plenty of wheels in that engine. Mitchell. Late afternoon sunshine spreading across the Stade Jean Bouin. Norton just takes it into the shadows, but he's gone into touch. So good defensive spread there from Kenya. Bench and coaching staff must have been pretty happy with that. There's Innocent Simiyu in the centre of shot there, the Kenyan head coach.
Yeah, it's excellent from Kenya. England trying to tee them up, putting Dan Norton and Tom Bowen on the width, just trying to stretch and pose some questions. Kenya having all the answers to that. We just see that man in shot to the right, Phil Burgess, clearly picking up a knee injury, not fit to play the rest of day one.
Yeah, limped off in their game early on against France, did Phil Burgess. We hope for his and England's sake he's okay by tomorrow, but here come Kenya and getting past Dan Norton, who looks like he might have picked up a knock in that tackle as well. There was Billy Odhiambo, but it's back in England hands. But it's 6-on-7 with Norton on the floor. McConaughey looks to link up with Rodwell. Good tackle from Kinyangi for Kenya. Lindsay Haig cuts back, gets some footwork going to Mitchell, to Rodwell, to McConaughey. McConaughey looks at the option, decides to go himself. Mitchell helps at the clear out. Rodwell to Norton. Lindsay Haig. He's got Hayter outside him. Chips it through. Lindsay Haig. Charlie Hayter onto it, but That's very well covered from Dennis Ombachi. And he has prevented a certain England try here. Kenya got to be careful if that ball touches the line. England are free to come around and jump on it, but Rasavengi blows up. Let's say ball out a 5-metre scrum.
Definitely a touch through from Ollie Lindsay-Haig. They're probably just a little bit too much on it. Bounces just past Charlie Hayter, giving Dennis Ombachi the chance to recover, and doesn't he do so well with immense amount of pressure on him.
Changes for England. Dan Norton's running to the sideline.
There you go.
Dan Bibby is out there, so a playmaker for a speedster. Not that Dan Bibby's any sort of slouch when it comes to running in the open spaces, but his combination with Mitchell for England, and let's face it, Team GB in the Olympics last year is one of the best in the business.
Yeah, it's crucial. I think it must be based on the fact they've both got similar hairdos. But what it does also mean is Tom Bowen moves out to the width. His pace just replaces Norton. But they've got to get back quickly here now. Tom
Bowen's done exactly that, saving the day for England. It was Eden Aguero who chips it through, chased his own kick, but opportunity for England to counter here. And it's Rory McConaughey. McConaughey down the sideline. And he scores the first try of the match. Kenya kicking the ball away. Bowen rescuing the day. And then England pounced.
And that's how you turn defence into attack. Brilliant scramble play. And as a result, there's 4 England players back behind the ball. First Bowen, then Mitchell, then Bibby. You mentioned that combination. It's those two that push the ball into the width and into the hands of that man, Rory McConaughey, in order to get first blood to the English outfit.
Tom Mitchell, couple of deep breaths from the sideline. Conversion connects pretty well. And that one just slides past. So it remains at 5 points to nil. You look at the passes completed in this game. 24-4 for England. Just one try though so far as the clock ticks down inside the final 3 minutes of this first half. Kenya still well and truly in this game. No Collins Injera for Kenya this weekend in Paris, so he won't be able to re-challenge Dan Norton for that world record try-scoring title. That's a good take from Frank Wanyama under pressure. Chance here with some rare possession for Kenya, it's got to be said. Oliech, here's Andrew Amonde, leader of this Kenyan side. Bit of space for Ombachi. Good tackle from Tom Bowen. That defensive part of his game has really improved, but he looks like he's hurt himself.
Stay up.
In that bootlace tackle, Tom Bowen, he'll need some attention.
Time off, please.
Absolutely outstanding tackle for him. Goes low, takes the legs immediately.
I think
he just gets the studs into the chest as he goes.
Get someone on, please.
Feeling that in his shoulder, but let's hope he's okay. He's a brilliant replacement for Dan Norton. His pace is so vital for this England side.
Here's another look at it. It had to be made, and that's, if you're watching kids at home, that's the way to do it. A bigger man.
Time's back on.
Go low, take the feet out from under him. There's nothing he can do. And coming on for Tom Bowen is Callum Circa. Young Callum Circa, who really does have some pace. He's out there on the far side. Can Lindsay-Haig find him? Yes, he can. Circus had to juggle it, the pass, and he was easily pushed over the sideline. But Callum Circa has got gas. We saw that this morning in England's opening game against Spain. But here come Kenya, and that's a bullocking run from Andrew Amonde. Assuming the responsibility up front for Kenya. Trailing just by 5 here. Kinyangi. Odiambo. Good tackle from McConaughey that time. England have snaffled it. Hayter. Lindsay-Haig surveys his options, decides to come back. They switched again. Hayter steps inside. Mitchell. Always reading the game well. Realised that Hayter was getting isolated. Got himself in a position to receive the pass. Mitchell to Bibby. Intense on working the short side here, England. They fancy their chances down the blind against Kenya, but they've given it away. And here come the Kenyans. This is Odiambo. Ombachi's brought down on the 22. 35 seconds to go in this first half. Kenya trailing by 5 points. Amonde flings it over to Wanyama, and Wanyama will run around Lindsay Haig. Third game on day one. You can see the exhaustion on the faces of the players, but thank you very much, says Frank Wanyama. I've got my team right. They've left the stub Jambuan, perhaps to get an early night before coming back tomorrow, but the Kenyans are still here in their big numbers behind with their side.
But try to get back into that 1-2, then clear her there. That's all it is. And don't get bored with carrying back on those buzzes, those short sides, and then just sealing and playing away again.
Yeah, we're just looking over.
3, 4, 5 phases. Yep. 3, 4, 5 phases. It has to be that way. So Cal, I want you really chopping yourself back in and staying in field. All good? Good stuff.
Listening to one of the finest minds in the Sevens game, Simon Amor, winner of 4 Hong Kong Sevens titles as a player.
So first our defence is about
Here's Tom Mitchell.
Making them play to the outside, resetting, not looking for the easy wins, enjoying working out the attack's the same. Keep working off threes. It'll happen for us. Last 3 minutes, what we said, yeah? Last 3 minutes, here we go.
Nice work, boys, let's go.
Team first!
England are in a fight, 5-all against Kenya. And the other story at play here is that Kenya haven't beaten England for 6 years. London Sevens 2011. Last time they did it, straight loss, hoping to snap that. There are still some sights to be seen in Paris late on day one, as we have one half of rugby left to go. Tom Mitchell kicks to the near side, 5 apiece. England v Kenya. England have it back. They can control the tempo of the game as they like to do if they've got the ball. Glover offloads to Lindsay Haig. Bibby. Mitchell thought about going wide, came back the other way, let go by Lindsay Haig, and Hayter wasn't expecting it, and it's gone forward. I'm not sure Lindsay Haig will be getting a cup of tea from Charlie Hayter tonight.
Time off.
Well, he sold the dummy to the Kenyans, but also at the same time to Charlie Hayter.
Yeah.
Didn't read it, couldn't see that was coming.
We happy?
Yeah, that stat
Is that a
just
sub?
flashing on there. Kenya need to win by 21 in order to qualify for the cup. It's a tough ask against this England defensive unit, but they got some change in that final 2 minutes of the first half by just running direct, being really physical against this England side.
Stability, please, guys, yeah?
To be honest, that's so often the way where I think this England side can occasionally be undone, where they just get out-muscled. The bigger teams, when they're really physical with them, when they really are direct and try to rough them up, they struggle to maintain the momentum.
Yeah, as it stands, France have qualified for the Cup tomorrow out of this pool, unless Kenya can beat England by 21 points or more, and well, that's not going to help them get there. That unforced error from Billy Odhiambo. They did so well to get the ball back. Innocent Simiyu looking on. Pretty smooth on the surface, isn't he? But I think inside he'd be pretty unhappy with that. Shot of Tom Bowen there.
There we go, guys.
Little wink to his VC, Phil Burgess, who's sitting out this one with a knock to the knee, picks up in the previous game against France.
Well, I don't know about you, but Innocent Simiyu's
Fine.
grimace there.
And 2 more to Dan Bibby in England. Let's have another look at it.
It's footwork from Hayter. 3 defenders committed because of it. Dan Bibby just running that excellent line between the 4th and 3rd defender. So difficult to defend sometimes, getting exposed.
Time back on.
This is out. Take the route here. 21-year-old. Made his debut at the Vancouver Sevens earlier on this series. But here come Kenya, 12 points to 5, they trail England. 3.5 minutes left. And here's a run on for Andrew Amonde, making big yards for Kenya, pops it up to Oliech. Udnagero gets a bit of help from
Tackle now.
Nelson Oyu, who's also off the bench for the Kenyans. Oliech, Amonde, back inside, falling off a tackle was Rodwell. We're going across field, Lagonzo needs to stay in the field of play, it's gone forward. Ball's in the hands of Circa to Lindsay Haig. Edwards decides to kick deep, the chase is on. Will Edwards getting back for Kenya is Bushumwale, but he's all alone, Bushumwale. Can Edwards make the tackle? He slips Mwale and Edwards is onto him like a rash.
Rack now.
Can England turn the ball over at the ruck time here? No, Kenya have done well.
Rack.
Very well indeed, under all sorts of pressure there, Kenya. But they've still got work to do. Found an opening, Kenya. They prized open the England can, and they're away. It's Dennis Ombachi, and yeah, code points gain in the last one of the day.
And celebrating again with the kick because they need points here, Kenya. They turn defence into attack, absolutely else. Rambling back to get that kick. As you said, they go the length of the field, but they've got to hurry up here. 21 points they need.
And in front part, Kenya. Ombachi had the energy levels left in the tank, and he runs towards the noise of Kenyan corner here at the Stade Jean-Bouin. Can a Kenyan corner be behind the post? I guess it can.
Right, turn back on. Wait,
it's just the Kenyan stadium behind them. The main people just making all the noise, still so supportive all around the world.
So we're all tied up here, 12 points apiece. Kenya needs to win this by 25 or more to France out and go through to the Cup quarters tomorrow. That's not going to happen with 90 seconds left on the clock. They win this all the way. But England have a penalty.
That's careless from Kenya. They do really well. Had that restart so close. They fight, silly penalty away. Allows England to just drill it deep, wind the clock down.
$12 each. England win this, they'll play USA tomorrow in the Cup quarter-finals. Zone. Here come Kenya. They ball. That's gone forward though off OU. And England have an opportunity. It's Lindsay Haig on the wrap around his Hayter. He's reeled in by Brian Tanga. Advantage coming England's way. Glover at scrum half.
Shortcut and they went off the feet. Here we go, one.
England go quickly. But